Rotate your phone. You can't turn while recording.
That's fine.
Hello, are we live? Yes, we are. Okay. I'm trying to go live on Instagram for the first time at the same time as you all. So if anyone's here, just give me one moment. How do I go live on Instagram? Uh-oh. Sorry. Every Soul Has a Story is going to be up in a sec. Hold on. Hold on, crazy cat mama. I know you're trying to come on here. There we go. Okay. Hi, everyone. I have my tech support here. My son's just checking me. I've never done this in my life, so I'm sorry if I'm looking in two directions, but I am trying to do live on Instagram. And thank you. I just had my tech support here, my amazing son. So I'm trying to do this together. So I am, right now, I'm live on Facebook. So hello to Facebook people that are on. And please comment and join me. Hey, Ann. Thanks for being here, Ann. Appreciate it. So I'm here on Instagram on one side and also on Facebook. So, hey, Tove. Oh, yay. So I'm just going to give it a couple minutes. One thing I have learned over the last few weeks is it takes some time for people to jump on. So I want to give everyone a minute, give everyone some time to pop in. Today we're going to have lunch together. I hope you brought your lunch. I figured I was trying a different time today because the last few Wednesday Wisdoms I did, I've gotten feedback from friends and some followers and some readers that 11 o'clock is hard, 3 o'clock is hard. So, Jonathan, the humor has arrived, peeps. Welcome to Every Soul Has a Story Wednesday Wisdom Live. Hello, Sam. I'm sideways. Oh dear. Okay, thank you. Well, that wasn't part of today's humor, but apparently, okay, how's that? Am I no longer sideways? Oh my gosh. So today's theme for Wednesday Wisdom Live is humor. So we're doing laughing and lunch. And I'm kind of laughing because apparently I was already sideways. I thought I learned my lesson last week when I was writing backward the wrong way. I think some of you were a part of that. Sam just said, ooh, I thought I had too much to drink last night. No, it was me making a mistake over there. So I'm still learning and I really appreciate the honest feedback. So thank you so much. It's really helpful and good to know. So note to self, any electronics should be vertical. Now there's someone on here very special to me, my niece, and she's great at technology. So let me know, is that true? That's the deal, right? So from now on, vertical? Because you all don't want to see me sideways, I'm sure. I'm probably wide right now, given the Corona 15, or whatever we'll call it. Actually, I'm really trying to stay healthy, so trying to exercise every day and really, you know, minus the liquid grapes at 5 o'clock, which actually I have a funny moment I shared with someone yesterday. I'll be posting that next week, but I'm just waiting for a few more people to join in. Hey, Jonathan. Oh, I love it. Hey, Robin. So today's theme is humor because I was thinking the last few weeks we've been very serious, understandably. What's going on in our world is quite serious. Hey, Joel. So I really wanted to lighten it up a bit today, and I hope you all saw the invitation. I look different in Facebook, Jonathan. I'm not sure what that means, but it's all me. This is all real. What you see is what you get. So I'd like you to join in and comment. Perhaps share some of your funny moments that you've experienced over the last, well, in our family, this is our 7th week really hunkering down, sheltering in place, whatever we want to call this. And I'd love to hear your bloopers, your funny moments, whether it's with your spouse, your partner, your friend. Who let Joel in here? Yeah, really, Joel. If you want to share a funny meme, my God, there's been so many, as you all know. I have much to share as well, but I want to hear from you first, because as we've talked about the last few weeks, I launched Every Soul Has a Story in 2017, and the intention with Every Soul Has a Story is that we are inclusive and that we are... Stephen Sylvester, hey, I have an amazing artist friend just jumped on. Stephen, today is a funny Wednesday wisdom, so bring your humor. It's BYOLL, bring your own laughter and lunch. So first of all, who's eating? Anyone eating with me? I have some macadamia nuts. I have, wish I could share it with you, but we're still social distancing, so. But I also have a question actually. So these chips have been, hey Al. So, hey Robin. So I have a very important question as we start our Wednesday Wisdom Live and Lunch. Is this a vegetable serving? Because I think it is. I'm just saying. I'm curious your thoughts. Okay? So, let's see here. There are apparently, there's potassium, there's calcium. I think there's good stuff. Fiber, check. So for me, this has been a veggie serving. I'm just saying. It's backward again, oh no. Oh my gosh, first I'm upside down. Yes, they're starchy, but there's some good vitamins in there, right, Rob? Hey, Dana, oh my God, hey, Dana. Dana, I was just talking about food and humor and sharing that this for me is a vegetable serving. We could argue maybe potato chips are vegetable serving too. I don't know, what do you think? So jump in. What for you has been a veggie serving? I mean, another good serving for me has been the morning. I know it's backward, but this, I don't know how else to make it not backward. But this is my morning. Ooh, wait a minute. Is that right? Hold on, is this correct? Morning and night. Just saying. So the morning I have my coffee, freshly ground, organic. Believe it or not, it's much cheaper than buying it. So I've been doing that for a long time now. I have dark roast. And in the evening, so those have antioxidants. Mood elevator. This is not an advertisement. At night, I have liquid antioxidants. Red grapes. Anyone else? What's your fave? I want to hear from you now. So tell me, what do you put in your cup on morning and night? What do you think? Tell me. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get crazy if y'all don't jump in. I don't like to just talk. Really want to have an engaging community here. Jonathan Kravitz, my very not shy friend, who is one of the funniest human beings I know, is very quiet right now, which means he might be pouring himself something, or he's quite the chef too, so he's cooking for his kids. Oh, there goes my brother, tequila. Okay, no carbs, right? Supposedly somewhat natural. Joel says he has both. So we have a veggie serving. Sam, I shouldn't laugh at this, but it's kind of funny. I hope he's joking. Sam said, breakfast is the most important drink of the day after all. Yeah, coffee, exactly. Although in Ireland, I was so grateful to have visited Ireland, and we have some friends there. Irish coffee is a real thing, so they have a very interesting version of coffee, different than what we have here. It's kind of funny. So I want to hear some of your funny moments. I'll start, since nobody's piping in. Okay, so, no joke. I was so excited for my Amazon package the other day that, oh my God, Jonathan, hold on. So Jonathan says, vodka in the morning for Bloody Marys. That's a veggie. And tequila shots at night with lime. That's a fruit serving. And ice wine before bed, but I hope you're not an alcoholic. That's not funny. Daniel, 2 glasses of water and fruit after my walk. Loving this, guys. Awesome. So sounds like you're all taking care of yourselves in interesting ways. So quick funny story. I don't know about you, but an Amazon delivery is like hitting a jackpot. Hey, OFAC! Oh my gosh, another really, really funny soul just jumped on. OFAC, welcome to your first Wednesday Wisdom. Today we're talking about laughter over lunch. So I was telling everyone that in the morning, I caffeinate with organic dark roast beans, and this is nighttime. So want to bring some humor in. Our last few Wednesday Wisdoms were understandably very serious. We talked about mindfulness and connection, which is my whole intention with Every Soul Has a Story. Oh, and Daniel said, a Corona for dinner to commemorate our pandemic. Oh, that is just so thoughtful of you. Anyway, OFAC, I was saying earlier that this is a vegetable serving, at least right now for me. So, whatever. It's crunchy, it has some vitamins, bit starchy, but I have a lot of greens as well. But back to the humor. Yeah, OFAC Stednick. Sam's on here, OFAC. So I'm so happy that you're all here, and I'm so glad that we're connecting again this week. And what I want to talk about a bit today, which is just kind of silly, but I think you could probably all relate, is Amazon. I'm so grateful. Every time I hear a thump or my dog's bark or a ring on the doorbell, I go running to the front door. So last week, I have some little windows out my front door. Hey, Crazy Cat Mom is here. Woohoo! And Anne said coffee and Pinot Noir. Anne, we could hang out, my friend. We'll have to do that when this is over. Oh my gosh. So the Amazon package comes, or I always check, obviously. I don't go opening the door, even on a normal day. And I was apparently so excited to see this lovely stack of cardboard boxes arrive. You know, like really important things, like, I don't know, spray to cover up the little sparkles. And maybe some other things, like I really scored the other day. I got soft scrub. It was like winning the lottery. So anyway, I go running to the door. I apparently forget that there's a window that's been there, you know, forever. Boom, hit my head. I scream. My husband and my kids come running down. I felt like an idiot. Yeah, not the smartest moment, but it was kind of funny. We've had so many, I'm telling you, if somebody could record in our home, we would have like a live sitcom. Hey Larissa, thanks for being here. So on a normal day, Larissa, we're talking about humor today. I was just telling everyone that I never thought in my life I'd be so, it's like Christmas or Hanukkah every single day, or every day it arrives. And then how about going to the cart? And when they say delivery time, I'm like, woo, I scored, woo-hoo. So I go running, Larissa, to the front door to see what had arrived. My dogs are barking, so that's my usual indicator. And I go head first into the window, like, and I was cracking up, honestly. I was, you know those old cartoons, or depending how old you are, you know, with the birds and like the stars? Oh my gosh, I thought maybe I had like a concussion. I was like, no concussion, whatever's going on, I need to first know what's in that box. It is so exciting. And on a more serious note, I'm so grateful that we can have these deliveries and these amazing delivery people that are putting so much at risk with their own health to provide this service to us. So I'm so grateful. I want to give them a big shout out today. Thank you so much. And so many other people, obviously, you know, medical reps, doctors, nurses, we know, but there's people we forget about. Janet, oh my gosh, hey, I'm so grateful you're here. Thank you for joining us today. For Wednesday Wisdom, today we're doing some laughter with our lunch. Our last few, Janet, were more serious, and we talked about mindfulness and a lot of our corona crisis calamities. But today I want to talk about some funny moments you've experienced. Please jump in. This is not me talking to you. This is an engaging community. Every Soul Has a Story is about connection and community, and that is my intention here. So I'm so grateful you all took the time to show up and be here. And I'd love, jump in with any memes too. I saw something funny actually, made me laugh. So let me show you. So we know, especially women and men, we all like a good face mask, right? A really good friend of mine, Samra, who was on last week, she couldn't be on right now. Her brother Daniel's on. She reps for Mary Kay. Hey Michelle, thank you for being here. I was just telling Janet, we're talking about day, gotta get your antioxidants, and night, another way. So ways we're staying healthy, but you know, a big part of health, as you all know, is humor. And so I want you to please jump in, tell me some funny stories, some moments that maybe were serious, but then if I'm going back and forth, I just want to let you know I'm trying for the first time to simultaneously be on Facebook and Instagram. So grateful for my kids who taught me how to do this, because the last few Wednesday Wisdoms, I've been breaking it up and doing it at 11 on Facebook and 3 on Instagram. And quite frankly, a lot of my friends that are working a lot from home or have young kids, they said those times are difficult. So I'm trying to do it at noon. Hey honey, my honey's here. Thanks for jumping on. Oh my God, my cousin from, woo! Hey Josh. Oh, this is so great. Thank you so much for being here. So I'll keep repeating myself just so we're all engaged and we're all together, which is my whole intention for Every Soul Has a Story. So thanks for showing up today and showing up not just for me, but for yourselves. So we're creating this wonderful, positive, engaging community online. Anyway, so we're talking about humor and how this is a veggie serving. And I want you to tell me some of your favorite memes. Please share some of your favorite stories. I was just talking about me running to get an Amazon package and literally banging my head into a glass window that didn't just appear, it's actually always been there. Hello, I was so excited about this stack. I never thought a stack of cardboard would like literally make me almost levitate with joy. It's crazy, but I'm so grateful. So one of the funny things I saw, I started talking about my friend Samra, is masks, right? And you know, we usually say, oh boy, I could use a mask. It's soothing, it's detoxifying, it's relaxing. Well, this is kind of a new mask. You know, we gotta rock it, right? Like, why not? Bring it, man. So, can you guys still understand me with the mask on? Yay? Nay? Maybe? So, I was walking with my mask yesterday. And, you know, speaking of humor, sometimes we have to just make ourselves laugh. So I'm like, you could sing, and you can. So, truth be told, I'm looking forward to the time when a mask is not something over our face, but it's over our skin. So anyway, I saw that meme the other day. I was cracking up. I've seen so many funny things, and I'm so appreciating the creativity and the humor that is springboarding from our time at home. And I don't know, as a writer, Roberta, hey, I'm so happy you're here. My gosh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul. Someone very special to me is on here. Well, all of you are. Roberta, we're talking today. Ooh, I'm so sorry. Sorry about the Instagram peeps that just fell. My apologies. Let's try this again. At least I'm not sideways anymore. Okay, there we go. So we were talking, Roberta, and anyone that just joined, about today's Wednesday Wisdom. We've had a lot of serious ones, and today we want to laugh. So please jump in. You can be dirty, you can be foul. We just don't do any meanness on here. I don't do politics on here, and I do not do anything unkind. But hey Stephanie, thanks for being here so much. Hey Ian, oh my gosh. Hi everyone, hey Carla, thanks for joining Wednesday Wisdom. So again, I apologize if I'm repeating myself a few times, but I want to be clear about my intention that any of you, I don't know, some of you subscribe to my weekly blog. Hey Jim, I write weekly. I've been doing that for 3 years. I've also edited 5 books. And my movement, I'm now calling it a movement. Michelle? I'm going to answer that in a second. You made me laugh. Thank you. So I started Every Soul Has a Story. Hi Lori, thanks for joining. I started Every Soul Has a Story. I was an arts reporter. I've been writing my entire life. I'm working on my books as well, and those will come probably in the next year or two. They're not ready to be birthed quite yet. But I started Every Soul Has a Story because I feel that our planet, our world, our society is so connected with technology, but it's not connected at a soul level from our hearts and our spirits. So I really wanted to foster connection through writing, I was a speech pathologist like Janet. Thank you for being here, Janet. And I still am. I haven't practiced in about a decade because my true passion and purpose is to write. So I started Every Soul Has a Story 3 years ago. I've been writing and sending email inspirational messages and blogs every week. This August will be 3 years, and you've all been such a big part of it. We've now expanded Every Soul Has a Story to podcast. I would love if you check it out, please. I'm on every platform. Every Soul Has a Story can be found on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and my website. So the third expansion is Wednesday Wisdom. So every Wednesday morning I've been posting an original quote that I write that kind of is setting the theme for our live and our engagement and our interaction. And I love that you're all joining in and taking and making the time. Oh, Cousin Marcy, all the way from California. This is so great. Hey, Marcy, thank you for being here. I was just talking about the intention and the reason for Wednesday Wisdom and Every Soul Has a Story. And, it's hard. It's really hard right now to connect. In some ways it's been easier. I'm so grateful. Listen, I never thought I was going to say what I'm about to say, but I am immensely grateful for technology. And you're talking to a woman who couldn't even turn on a computer. You can ask my family. I still don't even know how to record something on Netflix. No lie. So we've expanded to podcasts and now lives because I feel, especially being home, we need more engagement. And I so appreciate all of you who have been subscribers and followers and reading my work. And when you engage, it means so much because this isn't about me. It's called Every Soul Has a Story for a reason. So I also write other people's stories. That's what's happening on the podcast. But now that we're home and hunkered down, I want some engagement from you. And I ask that you please comment, let me know you're here. So let me go to a few comments right now. I really appreciate you jumping in, share some funny stories. Hey Julie, how you doing? Thank you for being here. So let's see, Crazy Cat Mama said, our gym is getting ready to open when allowed, but have already told members they must wear a face shield, mask, and rubber gloves. Can't imagine what that will look like. Well, I had this on. I also got purple because I like purple. Only problem is this one is cool, but these masks, I don't know, they kind of like G-strings, right? Or bikinis, or can we put it like in other places, or what do you think? Maybe it's a multi-purpose mask? We got a doctor here, my friend Michelle, and she said, why does my hair look so good? I haven't washed it in 5 days, but I worked out this morning, and so I guess maybe the dirtier the better, but I appreciate the compliment, girl. Thank you so much. My friends tease me. We sometimes do a Sunday, my Robin's on and a few other girls, and we try and meet on Zoom. And one of my friends has been so funny. She says, Dara, my gosh, you're out of your pajamas. I keep buying pretty pajamas because I figure be comfortable. So this might look good, or thank you, Lori, you said I look pretty. Thank you so much, that's very kind. But you know what? I figured other than showering today, which of course is a big deal, I didn't shave, just to be clear. There's nothing going on here. But I'm almost always in purple, as most of you that know me. My website's purple, my car is purple. It's kind of like my whole house would be purple if my honey didn't mind. Oh my God, Crazy Cat Mama just shared, a friend is going to a drive-through for Botox this week. Well, we were talking earlier about creativity. I'm glad our medical community is getting really creative. Hey Catalina, welcome to Every Soul Has a Story. Thank you for being here. We were talking, the last few Wednesday Wisdom Lives were much more serious, and we'll get back. I have some ideas for next week. And speaking of which, please jump in, please comment. Today I really would love to hear from you about any funny stories. I was telling some of our listeners earlier that I'm so excited. I never thought a stack of cardboard boxes would be so titillating. I practically went airborne when you get that big moment that Amazon delivers something. And I'm so grateful for all these people putting their lives at risk and working so hard. To be frank with you, I have not gone into a grocery store in 7 weeks. I'm trying to lighten up a little, but I'm just not comfortable. And I think there's a lesson here. We all really, really, really have to be very mindful to not judge what others are doing or not doing. I'm seeing a lot of judgment. I'm feeling it. I'm hearing it. And that makes my heart heavy because we all have to do what's best for us. And look, if somebody's a single parent, for instance, they might have a choice. They might have to go to work. My brother's a surgical rep. He says they're heroes. There's many heroes, Sam. Surgical reps, doctors, just saying. There's a lot of heroes. Teachers are my heroes. What they've had to do and pivot and suddenly teach online when they're in front of a class. Normally, most teachers I know and therapists like myself and Janet, most of us, we pursue those professions because we love the engagement and we love having the one-on-one or group interaction. So this is real hard. I think our teachers are our heroes. There's so many, guys. And I really encourage that. Okay, Sam, true. Today's Wednesday Wisdom Humor. Funny. My brother keeps saying no, just surgical reps. So please jump in. I really want to lighten it up a little today. And I mean, I can really get crazy. Don't make me, because as my family knows, you'll see my husband jump off so quickly if I start. Honey, what do you think? Should I do the after 5 o'clock thing or? Thoughts, anyone? I'm open. What are you doing to entertain your families, yourselves? What are you doing when you're feeling down or blue? I know one thing I always do makes my kids crazy, which of course makes it more fun. Now, I love music. I think I said earlier I was an arts reporter. Oh my God, Sam. I love putting on music and dancing and singing my full head off. I do it all the time. I woke up a few days ago, I felt just kind of down in the dumps. Sometimes, even with such a positive outlook, walking. Yes, Marcy goes walking a lot. Same, I walked for 2 hours yesterday. And then my quads and my rear reminded me, you're not 15 anymore, Chiquita. Felt a little achy. I know, Lori said purple's her favorite color. She hasn't been to a store in 7 weeks, same. But the drive-by Botox is intriguing. So you're on 2 different places. So Lori, you're both Lori, actually. Crazy Cat Mama's real name is Lori. She says she goes to her closet and visits her shoes. I think these 2 Loris need to meet. I'm feeling a connection here, so let's find a way to make that happen. You both are, actually, you're both very talented. You're both artists. You both love hearts. And you both have beautiful, beautiful souls and spirits. When we're done with live, I'm going to somehow connect you. Yeah, and I've been walking also, even just going outside to breathe, literally. And I don't mean, listen, I talked about meditation a lot in our previous Wednesday Wisdoms. I meditate multiple times a day, but I feel personally that is a very personal thing. It doesn't have to be listening to a recording. It doesn't have to be so formal in a yoga class, although both of those are lovely. Meditation for me is just zipping it and just getting quiet and sitting with feelings and, just being present. And that's really hard, right? Because I don't know how it's been for you all, but sometimes, let me see. Oh, I love that, Michelle, totally. Hey, Andrea, thank you so much for joining Every Soul Has a Story and Wednesday Wisdom Live. Michelle said, I'm so glad you brought that up, Michelle. Found some quarantine hidden talents, men's haircuts and diamond painting. Love. Anyone else find it? Yeah, actually my daughter cut my son's hair. I wrote about it, called the quarantine cut. And it was so beautiful. Not just the haircut, but eating's my hidden talent. Anyone else? So yeah, my daughter cut my son's hair. It was so beautiful. My husband jumped in and helped, and not forget that it came out amazing. But way beyond that, it was such a beautiful thing to witness their trust. My son is 18 to trust my little one, she's not little, she's 15 and a half, with a pair of very sharp shears. And it was a beautiful journey in trust with each other and also with self, that she trusted herself to just watch a quick YouTube video. It was amazing. So yeah, I'm also hearing a lot of music. My daughter's taught herself piano. She's writing songs. She's actually very introverted, which people that know her, it's shocking. She will not do this in front of anyone but us. But my son's amazing too. He's created this online community and he's streaming, and it's beautiful. He's doing karate from home. So yeah, Michelle, good point. It's been really neat to see hidden talents kind of arise. My husband's been cooking a lot at night, which has been so awesome. And sometimes he does it with the kids. I love witnessing the engagement, the connection. We've all had these unrushed conversations. They're amazing. Some of which I probably can't talk about because they're so funny and they're so dirty. I love it. We've been watching Schitt's Creek. So that's another thing regarding humor today. You know, I love watching funny shows. I don't watch much TV, so this is also new for me. And it's so much fun, not just watching the show, but watching my family watch it, watching them laugh. It's lifting my spirit. Marcy said, I cut my husband's hair. Might retire as a professor and become a barber. Oh, I love it. That's awesome. I want to know though, Mark, is he more difficult than your students, or if he were to cut his hair on a regular basis? What would be more difficult, teaching or cutting his hair? Let's see, Crazy Cat Mama. There's a squirrel that hugs with me in the morning and you greet him with nuts each day. I love it. That's awesome. Okay, another funny one's on here. Jeremy. Hey, Hal. Thanks for joining. Today's Wednesday wisdom is laughter and lunch. Sometimes we're more serious. Today I thought we should have some levity and bring it up and laugh together, but I'm waiting for some funny stories, guys. I've shared a couple funny stories. I have many, many more, but I want to hear from you. So let's see here. Crazy Cat Mama says there's a squirrel. That's so cute that hangs with her when she goes jogging. I love it. That's another neat thing. So my 2-hour walk yesterday, we're talking about how to stay calm and sane and boost our mood, keep our bodies healthy, really important, obviously, always. We live in a really healthy home, you know, but even now more than ever. But a big part of health is mental and emotional well-being, obviously, and that's why I think humor is so important. So my 2-hour walk, truth be told, was not really a whole walk. I was so enamored by first of all, the birds are having a symphony outside. It is stunning. And I also started a YouTube channel recently called, shockingly, Every Soul Has a Story. And I'll be posting all of my meditation nature videos. I've been taking these types of videos for over 2 decades. This is not new. And my husband's encouraged me for years to share them, so I'll often text them to friends. But now that I'm expanding Every Soul Has a Story with our podcast now, I've been doing for about 4 months, and Wednesday Wisdom Live, and now the YouTube channel. You can check that out. I'll be doing at least 2 a month, probably more. So yesterday I was so inspired and enamored by these birds. I mean, I'm looking at one out the window again. They're amazing. I don't know what they're saying. Personally, I think they're thinking, like having little meetings on wires and on palm fronds. We're here in Florida. I think they're so psyched that the humans are out of the way. It's like a bird party. It's absolutely magnificent. So I was so distracted, I kept stopping to listen to the birds. It was like a Hitchcock film, but a really beautiful one. It wasn't scary. It was like just so peaceful. My windows are closed right now, and I hear them and see them. It's crazy. Well, see them obviously, but I hear them, and I don't know. I find them very soothing for my spirit, and I'm so inspired by it. They're like these nature's musicians. So anyway, look out for that too. I have a lot of videos I put together, and like I said, I have many from Vermont in the winter, but I'll be doing a spring series for Every Soul Has a Story, and I hope you find it calming and peaceful. I did a few already. You can check that out. I also saw a squirrel, Crazy Cat Mama, the cutest thing. He was playing with me, like scaling a trunk of a tree, and I swear it was like this. I encourage you to open your eyes, take in these moments. We're not going to always be hunkered down. A lot of our states are starting to slowly open. And, you know, these times where people are feeling, I've heard people say they feel incarcerated or they feel trapped. I understand, I have compassion, but I encourage you to find the humor and there is a lot of humor. If you can't find it in your own home, if you're having a down day, just Google Corona humor. Look up memes. Watch a funny show. Pick up a funny book. There's so many. And I tell you, try your best to be mindful and present where you are, as hard as that is, because we won't have this time back. These 7 weeks have been some of the most meaningful, memorable, and truly present of my life. My son's going to college in the fall, and honestly, I know this sounds really weird, but for those of you with older kids, I'm kind of grieving. I was crying a lot. I'm so excited for him. I'm so happy for him. He's about to enter one of the most amazing, amazing stages of his life. But I love being a mother. I love mothering, and I was really sad. And so what I'm so grateful for, I got all this extra time with him. My daughters had extra time. They've been bonding. They've been giggling. They've been goofing around. There's so many blessings and so many rainbows in this Corona storm we're experiencing. And I hesitate because, yes, we all know, every single one of us, I guarantee, knows somebody affected. I already know a few people that have passed. This is not a party, so I'm not blowing that off. I don't want anyone to feel invalidated or not heard. I am encouraging you, though, we have to find a middle ground. And listen, I am so neurotic. You can ask my husband. I'm still wiping down the groceries, even though we say we don't need to. I'm finally ordering out once a week because I really want to support my local restaurants. But I think going back to earlier, we were talking about judgment, I caution us. I'm seeing a lot of judgment already on social media. I'm seeing it with friends, in between friends. I'm just observing. We all have to try and do what's best, keep ourselves safe in our community and our families, and be socially responsible. But at the same time, I worry. I'm very concerned about how much people are starting to judge each other. Hold on, let me pause. Marcy said some things here. Having fun FaceTiming, with my 5-month grandson every day. That's so beautiful. Hey, Bri! So happy you're here. Thanks for joining Wednesday Wisdom Live. It's an expansion now of Every Soul Has a Story. We're trying to share some funny stories, but nobody's sharing funny. Let's see, being the parent of an adult is such an amazing experience. Oh, Marcy, I'm so happy to hear that. And I know that adult. He's a very, very special human being. I was saying, Braha, my son's going to college in the fall, and how many blessings are here in this lockdown. And I know we've had a lot of challenges and difficulties. Mwah, kisses back to you. But there's also so many blessings, so I'm grateful for this time. And I mean that sincerely. I know it sounds cheesy. Yes, I know I'm wearing heart earrings. I love hearts. Hearts make me happy. They're all over my entire house. They always have been. In fact, one second. So I'm in my office. This is in my office, for instance. Oh my gosh, it's going to be backward again. I'm sorry. So last week it was pointed out to me that I was writing backwards. What makes your heart flutter? What makes your heart flutter? And what makes your heart happy? What makes your heart laugh? You know, I said, Braha, I was saying earlier that I can't wait till when people say, oh, I want a mask on my face. But it's not this, or this. Right? I can't understand me. Can you guys understand me? Probably not. Anyway, I know these look a little questionable, but they do the job. And they're very practical, and they're good for the environment. I've been ordering all kinds of masks. I figured, what the heck, man? People are complaining. I'm going to rock the mask. I'm going to get purple and denim. And hey, Adrian, thanks for being here. I mean, rock your mask, my friends. Let's do things. And nope to what, Braha? I don't know what you said. So, listen, I would love to get some fun masks and some hopeful, maybe with positive messages. If we need to be in the space and the place we're in, let's do it fully. That's part of being present also, isn't it? That's a big part, right? So if I told my kids, actually, I was practicing wearing a mask yesterday. I went walking purposely at a random time. Nobody was around, but I want to start getting used to what this feels like. Hey, Abby, thanks for joining. Oh, you couldn't understand me with the mask on. How about one mask? everyone, let's to do it like this, it's kind of pointless, which is so annoying because I've seen people around town do this. I'm like, really? Well, that doesn't do a darn thing. Right. When the mask is off my face, it kind of looks like a thong, right? I mean, it's a bit wide. Sorry, guys, but I don't know. What do you think, ladies? Could this serve a dual purpose, or would that be really uncomfortable? I'm just... Listen, seriously, if we're not going to have fun, then what's the point, right? So I'm just saying, it could be a puppet, it could be a thong, it could be, well, if you put one on each ear, maybe we could start like a new trend. What do you think? Let's see. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Lisa. Thank you so much for being here. So we're talking about like women. So I can't wait till say, let's have a mask, like a facial mask. A facial mask used to mean soothing, cleansing. At the moment, it means this, right? So what I'm going to encourage you though, guys, rock your mask, man. Get one to make you feel good. You like leopard? You like cheetah? Jonathan said tie two together and you have a bikini. Honey, I don't know about on my body. I don't think this would fit even, let me see, I'm going to try tying together. Is this what you mean? Hold on, like this? Oh, you're right. Well, I'm not sure, Jonathan, because this might have fit me when I was like 12. I'm not sure this is going to cover what it needs to, but that's a good thought for certain people in, you know, different frames, right? Hey, Nick, thanks for joining. Nicole is here, and Evan, and Sherry, and a wonderful community of people. So, hey, Jill, thanks for joining today. I love you too, Marcy. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate you joining and engaging. Stay healthy. Today we're trying to have a funny Wednesday Wisdom. So for those of you that are new, a couple of you are new here, we've been doing this for a few weeks. Wednesday Wisdom Live is an expansion of Every Soul Has a Story, which is a community. It started in 2017. I started as a blog. I've been sending weekly messages, emails, writings, inspiration since 2017. Hey, Dara. I'm not talking to myself. Let me just be clear. I have not lost my mind completely. There was another Dara that just jumped on who I adore, a wonderful soul. Thank you for being here, Dara Collins. I was just saying how Every Soul began in 2017. I've been writing my whole life, had a detour. I was a speech pathologist, love the field, but I've gone back to my true passion and purpose, which is writing. And my intention is to foster connection, I hope globally, amongst people, one word at a time, and hoping to foster connection now online with you. So we've expanded, now doing podcasts and telling other people's stories, which I've been doing through my writing. That will continue with podcasts. And I've also started a YouTube channel. I'd love if you check it out. It's called Every Soul Has a Story. Really clever, right? And my intention there, I've been doing these meditative nature videos for literally 2 decades. And my amazing husband has been suggesting for years, he's like, honey, you have to do something with this. This is so soothing. I love nature. Nature has really spoken to my soul and calmed me and grounded me since I was a little girl, truly. So I decided on a whim, I thought, let me start a YouTube channel and I'll be uploading these videos as I take them. I literally took like 20 videos yesterday, no lie. Kind of crazy, but oh, thank you, Brian, for being here. Stay healthy, honey. Big hugs. So anyway, check that out also. And just wanted to share my intentions. So today we want to lighten it up a bit, talk about humor. Dara, we were talking about getting a mask on our face, you know, like a facial mask, which now has morphed to this. What I'm going to tell you is, somebody said you can't understand me with this on, right? What's making me crazy is I'm seeing people with masks and they're like around their neck, which is a lovely choker. I mean, we could make it like a scarf. That's fine. But not for protecting our family or friends or community. So I encourage you, rock the mask, man. Joke about it. Embrace the mask. Love your mask. Make it part of you. we were joking this looked like some other things. Dara is a hoot. So Dara, jump in. Please give me some banter here about what this might look like. My mask. I've ordered a denim one, all kinds. You know, why not have fun? Yeah, Jonathan said to tie two together and you have a bikini. And I told him, not for some of us, this might not cover it all. I'm just saying. Sorry, TMI. I was also saying, to me, this is a veggie serving. Earlier, before some of you came on, I think it's important we get our antioxidants, always, and especially now. So, morning coffee, I always have organic. Antioxidants, mood booster, and then at night, more antioxidants. I don't know if you can all see this, but some liquid grapes. And I'll tell you, in all seriousness, I eat a ton of macadamia nuts. In fact, I promised we'd be having lunch, so I wish I could share it with you, but we're social distancing, so these are very satisfying to me for some reason. I discovered them recently. You don't need a lot, and the fat is really keeping the blood sugar. I don't mean the fat, you know, here. Just kidding. I mean the fat is very satisfying. I think to have fat, I feel like it keeps my blood sugar stable, my mood. So I've really been paying attention. And I think it's important to pay attention to what your needs are right now. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. There's so many components. And to be kind to ourselves. Yeah, so maybe you're not getting every single workout in, or I haven't written my damn book yet. Sorry about the language, but I was hell-bent that I did it again. Sorry. I am really classy, I promise. Forgive my language. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. I am not good. Sarah, my gosh, my little cousin. She's not so little anymore. Oh, hey, Sarah. We have people on here from all around the country. That is so beautiful. That warms my heart. Thank you for being here. Hey, Stuart. Longtime friend. I haven't heard from him in years. Anyway, thanks for joining me and taking and making time to laugh together and be together and show up for yourselves. You know, showing up for yourself isn't just making sure you brush your teeth, or, you know, nowadays taking a shower is a nice little treat, right? But showing up for yourself is making time to do things that like soothe your soul, that lift your spirit. And that's different for everyone. So I can just tell you, for me, I was saying earlier, guys, I love to laugh. Any of you that know me, my friend Robin, I don't know if she's still on. She's like a sister to me. She's my college roomie, and we're still very, very close. She used to joke that in college we'd go to a movie, and I would laugh so loudly, she would literally like shrink down in her seat, like, well, apparently I still do that. But you know, there's a lot of research on laughter. And you know what? It's a great ab workout. And it's good for your diaphragmatic breathing, and it keeps you healthy. So, hey Kathy, welcome to Wednesday Wisdom, excuse me. So we're eating, I have salad downstairs, by the way, and I made a bunch of boiled broccoli and cauliflower, but I thought, you don't want to see that in my teeth probably, so I'll eat that when we hang up. And we, not hang up, when we disconnect. I don't like that word either. Perhaps when we part ways until next week. So Kathy, Ann has been so present for all of us. Thank you so much, Ann, for being here. So Stuart knows me since, gosh, what's Stuart, preschool? My God. So he knows I've been, you know, those of you that know me as an adult knew me more as a speech therapist, but Stuart knows I was a writer for many, many years and kind of took a detour. Love speech therapy, love the field, love the children, love my colleagues, but my true passion and purpose is writing. So again, I apologize for repeating myself, but when we have new people come on, I just want you to know my intention that to create and foster an engagement, an online community, interactive. This is not about me, this is about you. So if you don't feel comfortable commenting live today, please reach out to me. I would love any suggestions for topics for Wednesday Wisdom. I would love if you know anyone to be a guest in my podcast. The podcast is not about, it's not a PR type podcast, I'll be very honest. If you listen to it, you'll hear their very real stories about real people in real time is my motto. And what I mean by that is it's not a podcast to promote a book. It's not a podcast to talk about a new business venture. If that comes up organically, sure. But my intention, as is the case with Every Soul Has a Story and has been for years, is to connect people through honesty, authenticity, keeping it real. And that's what I'm trying to cultivate here. So I really appreciate you helping me do that and being here. I still haven't heard any funny stories. I was telling you them earlier, the people that had jumped on before, that I am so grateful and so excited about cardboard boxes lining up at my front door that I went smack into the window of my front door when I was looking out. I went, I'm lucky I didn't get a concussion. Anyway, it was kind of funny though, to be honest. After I was like, woo. I've had many moments like that. Actually, another funny story. I think it was the second week into hunkering down, and a very dear friend of mine, Brad Meltzer, turned 50, and I went over to his house and just kind of showed up with a little surprise. I left it on his doorstep, and I called Corey, his wife, and let him know. I'm not kidding. Swear to you, I got lost. Been there a million times, know this area very, very well. I went into some like quarantine corona fog. I couldn't find my way home. I felt like I should have left crumbs like Hansel and Gretel. It was crazy. Have you all had moments like that too, where like the mundane, the typically routine, all of a sudden, like you space out? I'm also finding the days are flying by. I can't believe it's nearly 1 p.m. already. It's absolutely unbelievable. I really thought, like if you told me, oh, you'll be hunkered down with your family for 7 weeks. We have literally not left the house. Me personally, I left just to drop that off at Brad's. There was no contact with anyone. Then I went to the pharmacy. I think it was last week. And I wouldn't even go in. I was so grateful. We have a local pharmacy. They're so kind. And hey, Sharon, thanks for being here. And I charged it over the phone. California is here. Hey, Lori, welcome to Wednesday Wisdom. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. They were so kind. There's things you could do to still, again, we're talking earlier about not judging people. Everybody has their own level of comfort. But Lori, we were talking earlier about rocking the mask. We were joking, this looks like something else. If we get David on here, he will really have a lot to say, I'm sure. Lori is my cousin, her husband David. Oh my gosh. I can't even keep up with his mind. It's a compliment, by the way. So anyway, I called the pharmacy and I said, can I please pay for it in advance? And they ran it out to me. So that's what I'm comfortable with now. I grew up in healthcare. I was in healthcare. So, a little bit of information can cause a bit of anxiety. And I found I've really had to pull myself back. A lot of news breaks. I'm actually not even watching the news, to be frank. I figure anything really important I need to know about, somebody will tell me, which has been happening, or I see it run across my social media feed. Hi. So that's what I wanted to discuss, humor. We need humor, guys. We need mindfulness. We need to take care of ourselves and our spirit, the food we eat, the information we consume is just as important, if not more, on our well-being than the food we intake and what we drink. So I can give a whole spiel on nutrition, but that's not my intention. And there's so many other people doing wonderful things out there with that, like Nicole Ackerman, who's on right now. But I encourage you to think about humor and how healing it is, right? And so my quote for today that I posted, and every Wednesday I will write something, post it, and then that will become a springboard for our interaction, engagement, conversation, is laughter. Laughter is so healing, isn't it? Laughter is food for the spirit and the soul. And I mean that sincerely. I felt that way since I was little. Laughter and humor has gotten me through some very, very tough times. And this too shall pass, guys. Doesn't look like it's going to pass quickly. And it's not going to pass easily. So you might as well find the joy and the laughter in the storm. And I mean that so sincerely. So whether it's a mask and getting ones that make you happy and you feel fabulous, hey, there's a lot of benefits. You know, you could throw that on. It's like sticking a hat on. I hope it becomes the next big accessory. I mean, why not lean into this instead of resisting it, right? Because the more we resist, we're really hurting ourselves. Similar to forgiveness, right? I write a lot about that. And forgiveness is about what? Is it really for the other person? Or is it so you don't keep hurting yourself? And it's like drinking poison over and over. I feel the same way about what we're in now. To me, it's a very similar kind of vibe. So we can keep resisting that which is our reality right now, or we can embrace it, we can rock it, we can lean into it, we can make jokes about it. So I'm personally, look, if I could sew, I'd be making all kinds of stuff right now. But I have a lot of ideas. I thought about making masks that had positive messages. I'm already seeing that happen, so I might buy them and support some small businesses. But gosh, I mean, ladies, don't we have all kinds of lipstick? Don't we have different nail polish we like? Yes, I actually polished my nails for you guys. And I did a horrible job. Oh well, whatevs, it already chipped. Do you see this? You know, why can't masks be an accessory? Why not enjoy it? So what we resist persists, right? That's an age-old adage that is not mine. And by the way, anytime I quote someone and it's not my work, I will always attribute it. I wish I knew who said that. I will look it up and tell you next week. But integrity is very important to me. And so we can be integritous in how we protect ourselves, our family, but just as important is our community, right? So wearing a mask isn't just for you. In fact, more often than not, it's for people that are nearby you and around you. So I really urge you to consider finding the fun in it, right? I mean, gosh, I've been making jokes with my family about these things, and we have other ones as well. And I've also been buying masks for people. God forbid a family member needs it or a friend. I hope one of the lessons we learn from this whole experience is community. I feel, just my opinion, in our country, in some ways there's a lot of lack of community, and we need to be here for each other. We need to be here for each other. We are in this together. I can't stress that enough. I've said that repeatedly. I've said that in past blogs I've written. I've said that in some Wednesday wisdom moments we've shared already. You'll hear that repeatedly because I feel so passionately about this. And being here for other people, it can look so many different ways. So I haven't heard from you guys. Tell me a funny story you've experienced. Or tell me, how are you protecting your families? And what are you doing to keep your spirits elevated? I'm going to pause now. I want to hear from you. Let me hear. Anne, Sarah, Stuart, Nicole, Sharon, Robin, Kathy. I'm listening. It's every soul has a story. You matter, and I want to hear from you. What I started to say earlier, if you are not comfortable with commenting, and I totally respect that, please reach out to me. My email is dara@everysoulhasastory.com. I would love to hear any interesting people that I could interview for my podcast. What I was saying earlier is it's not the type of podcast where we're promoting books or businesses. This is basically an expansion of Every Soul Has a Story. I've been writing other people's stories for years and weekly inspirational messages and blogs. So regarding the podcast, these are real stories about real people. And we're going deep and we're being authentic. You can listen to the first few. You can find them on iTunes, Spotify, on my website as well, and on SoundCloud. It's on all the platforms. Thank you, Robin. I'm sorry. So Robin just said cooking fun-themed dinners as a family has been really enjoyable. Oh, that's awesome. What kind of themes have you done? Tell us. That's a great idea. Can you share more? Tell us more. We tried making sushi. My daughter did a rockin' job. She did an awesome job. Me, not so much. It was falling apart. She's so creative and she's really good with her hands and has great ideas. We didn't have that bamboo roll. Speaking of which, honey, if you're still on, we have to make sure it came. But she was so awesome. She packed the rice down into these big seaweed and she sliced it it was so beautiful, I didn't want to eat it. But we love sushi in our house, and I really kind of miss that. I haven't felt comfortable personally. Again, we all do what's best for us, and I really want to encourage us not to judge each other, but to support each other. We don't personally feel comfortable having raw sushi yet, because I want, at least in our family, if we pick up, I want to be able to heat it. Hey, Mitchell Wise, what's up? Thank you for being Karen. Thanks for coming back again. Robin was suggesting Karen and Mitchell were trying to do a humor lunch, and Diane, we're trying to do some humor, but a lot of people haven't been sharing. I was talking about my face mask, which is not the mask, but it's the mask, and how my particular mask kind of looks a little bit like something else. Just saying. Dee Dee, hey Dee Dee. So anyway, we're talking about humor, but we're kind of morphing into some other ideas here. And Robin was sharing, I love this idea. Robin Landau said, cooking fun themed dinners has been really enjoyable. She said Japan, California. Oh, that's awesome. Kids do games and you cook their menu. I love it. Yes, we need laughter. Karen, bring it, girl. I'm looking for some people to engage and share some funny stories. I've been telling people some funny things that have happened in my family and to me over the last 7 weeks. Robin, other Robin, you said we play a family game night every day after dinner. That's awesome, Robin. Love. Movie night. We're watching funny shows on purpose too, which has been awesome. Carnival games, pretend to be waitstaff speaking with a few phrases. That's so, Robin, I'm coming to your house. Well, I can't yet, but it sounds like almost like Epcot in your house. It's awesome. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love your creativity, everybody. I love it, it's awesome. A lot of music in my house. It's made me so happy. My daughter's teaching herself the piano. She's writing songs. My son takes piano lessons via Zoom now, and it's been so wonderful hearing the music fill my home. Thanks for the, thank you. I love hearts. You'll almost always see something on me that's either purple or hearts. Nothing funny. Oh, come on, Karen, nothing. I was so excited to have Amazon packages delivered that I ran like smack into the window. I was like, woo. And then I was telling everyone earlier on in this lockdown, my friend Brad turned 50, so I showed up and gave him this prize. Anyway, long story short, I literally couldn't find my way home. I was in such a funk. The good news is that fog's lifting. I think that I'm really getting used to being in a different groove. At least I am. I don't know. How do you guys feel? That I feel it's like when we get back to, well, whatever our new normal is, which I feel like is real important to embrace and accept that. It's going to be interesting, actually, if what was, at least I'm speaking from personal experience, if it was a funk, if that funk kind of now transfers into when we all go back to our offices or wherever it is. Ouch and oi, yeah. That's so true. Okay, Karen just said something really, really interesting. She said, our cars are not on auto drive anymore. That's a good point. Yeah, you know, that's so true. Like I take my kids to school, or if you go to Publix or your doctor, to your office or wherever, I never have to think. I feel like I have to have this like cognitive, almost like when you're learning a language and you have to like think about it before you actually say, hola, ¿cómo está? Like it has to be, it's not automatic yet. That's such a good point, Karen. I think you're right, where now, because we haven't been driving, well, it's saving a ton of fuel. It's been great for the environment. Another blessing right there, actually. But it's almost like I have to learn the skills again. I didn't feel safe when I got home. I was like kind of like freaked out. Like, what is going on here? Why can't I find my way home? Anyway, but thank you so much for joining today. I hope that we all lifted each other's spirits together. I'm so grateful for your connection. Next week will be a really special Wednesday Wisdom. Have some ideas already, and I hope you'll join me. Tell your friends, family. Let me know at this time. It seems like more people were able to come on. I changed the time to noon. I figure we all have to eat. At least in my house, we love to eat. I know my husband's going to text me any minute, like, when is lunch? Yeah, see, this is purple too. I wasn't kidding. And I'm so grateful for your engagement. Please visit my website. That's my online home, daralevan.com. You can check out the podcast and other things. We're expanding Every Soul Has a Story, and I hope that we keep building together a collective community that's compassionate and kind and engaging, and most of all, authentic. Real deal here. And thank you so much. From my heart to yours, much love, well wishes for a beautiful week, and I hope to connect with you again next Wednesday. Virtual hugs. Thank you.